Hi guys, my name is Okoro Blessing and Kiroka, popularly known as Blessing CEO, and on this vlog we are going to be talking about sex. Now, not just a vulgar way of sex. Now, a lot of men are asking, Blessing, I said yes, does my woman have to come every time I get to make love to her? That's one question that has been hanging in a lot of men's throat. They don't even know how to ask. Is a woman supposed to come every time I make love to her? Is my wife supposed to come every time I make love to her? No, she is not supposed to come. There's a difference between enjoyment during sex and satisfaction. That's the difference between a main meal and a small chops. When you go into a restaurant to eat food, they give you something to use and hold belly. You are enjoying that thing you are chewing before the main meal actually comes that's going to satisfy you. Exactly. When you enjoy sex, it simply means it's just, for the temporal stuff. That's what we call a quickie. That's sharp, early morning sex. Your husband just sleeps into you and all that. We're in a hurry and we just enjoy ourselves, not satisfaction. Satisfaction is the one you take your time and say, okay, today I want to satisfy my wife. Why? Because a woman's body is different. Our body is different from a man. It's very easy for a man to come. Yes, very, very easy for a man to come. A man can come in 2 minutes, a man can come in 3 minutes, but a woman's body is very delicate. You need to do a whole lot to make them relax. First of all, after relaxing, you need to get them wet. After getting them wet, you need to make sure they are comfortable before penetration and orgasm. So there's a whole lot of protocols to a woman coming. A man, anyway, even if he's standing, he's bending his head, he's kneeling down, he's jumping, he can come any time. So that's why I always urge a lot of couples, marry people you love. Marry people you love. When you marry people you love, everything they do is satisfying to you. Everything they do is sweet to you. When they touch your hair, when they touch your hand, when they peck you, every little thing they do matters to you. Many times, a lot of women just want just because they don't marry people that they love, right? Now, I used to tell people, when you get into a relationship, enjoy every moment. Enjoy the kisses, enjoy the hugs, enjoy the pecks, enjoy everything. It's not just about coming. No, that's not what sex is about. Sex is a bonding process. Sex is getting to know you. Sex is being close to you. Sex is loving you. Sex is smelling you. Sex is holding you. Sex is being around you. There's a lot of things that attributes to sex. It's not just the orgasm. Yes, the person is not running away. The person is yours. It's except you're going to patronize a hall or a prostitute, that's when you are eager to want to come, or you're paying somebody for sex. But when you're married to somebody or you're dating someone, the person is always around. So why are we rushing? So you see, you don't necessarily have to make a woman come every time you have sex with her. Number 2, I always urge women to open their mouth and communicate. A lot of men are good in bed, but they do not know what to do in bed. Yes. Many men are good. It's just like giving somebody a laptop. When you give somebody a laptop, the person knows what to do with the laptop. You can on the laptop. You can do the necessary normal things in the laptop. But you might not know what to do exactly inside the laptop, because for every laptop in a different company, there's something they want you to do. Some company use Excel, some company use different formats. That's why I said every man is good in bed, but do not know what to do in bed. Now, when somebody comes to your office, the first thing you do is you teach them how to use your system. If I'm coming from another bank, this other bank I'm coming into could be using the same system but using a different format. It could be the same laptop but a different format. So this bank has to teach me their formats before I can be good at it. Because if they don't teach me their formats, I'm going to be using the format that I know from the other bank. That's what it is about a woman's body. A man would have probably dated different women. As a woman, if you do not teach your husband what to do in bed, he will be using the format that he used with his exes that does not work for you. It's just simple. And that's why I always tell many women, open your mouth and talk. If you don't talk, how will the man know? A lot of women do not understand something about sex. Nobody taught us about sex. In this place called Africa, sex education is something everybody shy away from. Nobody wants to talk about sex. Everybody is acting like they are not having sex, yet everybody is having sex. That's the crazy thing. Our mothers didn't teach us about sex. Most of us just use ogboju. We learn small things. The smart men that know how to read, they were able to read. Pornographic didn't help us when it comes to sex, because I don't know what we would have done without pornographic movies. Because porn is supposed to teach you about sex. But a lot of people do not learn anything from it. They just learn rubbish. But if you watch pornographic movies, it's supposed to teach you about sex, teach you why a woman is screaming, teach you why a man is touching this person this way. But unfortunately, the young people who actually watch pornographic movie don't learn anything from it. But that's what porn is supposed to teach you. Now, because porn is now an abomination, for you to even watch pornography, you have to hide, because it's as if you're doing one bad thing. But porn is not supposed to be a bad thing. It's supposed to be something you watch and you learn. Exactly. Now, we have the porn, which is the bad thing. Number two, we can't even talk about sex. If people like us come to talk about sex, they call us controversial, they call us bad girls, they call us different types of names. My question now is, how then do you want people to be good in bed when they are not even learning it anyway? Because for you to be good in something simply means you were trained, you were developed. When you see something that is raw, you are going to have to dilute it for it to be acceptable. These men don't know what they are doing. Nobody taught them about sex. So why do you want them exactly to know about sex? So now, women need to be able to tell their husbands or their men, this is my sensational part. It's called a Gspot. Every woman have what is called a Gspot. That part of your body that sweetens you, that part that somebody touches you and you melt, that's what is called a Gspot. It could be your nipple, it could be your clitoris, it could be kisses, it could be anything. And that's the reason why I said we are different people. What works for me might not work for the next person. What I enjoy might not be what the next woman enjoy. Now, if your husband, the man who married you, dated me and his ex, and you refuse to talk as his wife, he's going to be using the format he used on me on you, and you might not be enjoying it. That's why I always tell women, open your mouth and talk. Enough of the pretense. It doesn't work, because there's one crazy thing about sex a lot of women do not know. Let me blow your mind. Whether you come or you don't come, your man will come. It's very easy for a man to come. So at the end of the day, you are the one who is going to suffer, because he has nothing to lose. If you're faking orgasm, if you're lying to your husband about your orgasm, you're the one who is going to be suffering. You're the one who is going to be cranky. You're the one who is going to be upset. The man actually thought he has made you come, because whether you come or you don't come, your husband is actually going to come. So it's time for us to begin to open our mouths. Let's unlearn all those things we have learned and relearn new things. We want to enjoy sex, and the easiest way for you to enjoy sex is to talk about it. You cannot enjoy sex if you do not talk about it. I keep saying, when we are watching a pornographic movie, do you know the most interesting thing about a pornographic movie? The sound. Once you reduce your volume when you're watching a pornographic, it's no longer interesting. Sometimes, even if you're not seeing what they are doing, the sound alone can make you get to orgasm. That's how powerful talking is. That's the truth. Those that's what makes sex interesting. Sometimes when somebody is making love to you and the person is not even talking or giving you any signs, it's boring. Sometimes it's those things that you're saying, hit me hard, I love you, squeeze my butt. That's what makes sex interesting. So when you don't talk during sex, you can never enjoy sex. So the first step to enjoying sex is to start to talk. And that's where the word comes in, marry your friend. If you do not marry your friend, you might not be able to express yourself. What is pretense? Pretense simply means I'm not comfortable expressing myself with this person. It simply means you don't want this person to think you a certain way. You are not comfortable. And I don't know how you people marry people you are not comfortable around. Because when you're married to your husband, this is somebody you say you want to live for the rest of your life. How long do you want to pretend? You have to be relaxed. Like I used to say, you are his personal slut. There is nothing to be ashamed about. A man can penetrate you. A man knows your nakedness. He sees your nakedness. What else is there to hide? Why can't you talk? If you can give a man your full body, you can talk to him. I don't know how you guys choose your spouses. I don't know how you marry these husbands. But you're supposed to marry people. You're supposed to express yourself down from the relationship. If you're not expressive during sex, you can never enjoy sex. No matter what the person does. You must be able to communicate. You must be able to express yourself. It's the expression that says, oh, you are doing it right or you're not doing it right. But when you don't express, how does the person know that what they are doing is right? Exactly. So it's time to begin to teach your husband what to do in bed, because your body is like a laptop. Teach him how to browse you. Teach him how to enjoy you. And you're definitely going to enjoy sex. You're definitely going to get to all the orgasms and get all the pleasures you want in this world. Like I used to say, it's time to talk while you fuck. Exactly. So thank you so much for coming to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe. Use the button and turn on. I keep saying turn on the notification button, because I'm going to be bringing a lot of relationship talks your way. Don't forget that my name is Okoro Blessing Nkiruka, and I'm popularly known as Blessing CEO. I'm your #1 relationship therapist in Africa. There is not like me. Trust me. Go anywhere and search just one Blessing CEO. Yes, I said what I said. I love you guys. Mwah!